Hello, hello, and welcome, my Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Welcome to your timeless romantic soulmate read for October 2020, or obviously timeless whenever you come across this. I am your reader, Mark Angelo lYONS, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions, Virgo's sun sign, the archangel of lYONS, Mark Angelo lYONS. But my friends call me Mal. Please do. My subscribers, thank you so much for coming back, for your likes, your subscribes, your comments, your shares. All of that stuff has been really, really, really helpful getting my work out there. Very, truly grateful as a Virgo, as I'm sure you can understand, the service that you are doing to me to help me get my service out to the world. Greatly, greatly appreciated. And for anyone new to the channel, please do consider subscribing. I'm trying to get to 30 grand so I can do the membership thing here on YouTube, because this is a reading that I'm doing that has an extended version, but I have to put them up on Vimeo, which is fine. I have a Vimeo on demand count for like, what, 4 years now? So there's a link in the description box for the extended read here, but eventually once I hit 30 grand, I'll be able to have everything here. You pay one price per month and you get access to all the extended reads. So worthwhile. I'm feeling in terms of service, in terms of a goal, right? Let's get down to business for this reading, though. This is a romantic sexual soulmate contract read. You have all different types of soulmates in your life. You have more than one. Twin flame and soulmate, not the same thing. There are links in the description box giving the difference between the two, some by me, one by Matt Kahn, spiritual teacher, and has an amazing YouTube channel, Matt Kahn All for Love. You might want to check him out. The video that he did, Soul Contracts, Twin Flames, and Soulmates Redefined, has been a major head spinner for me for the past couple of years, because I never liked the idea of soulmates and twin flames. They sounded very much like spiritual, like, what was that? Spiritually sanctioned codependence, right? No. We are all whole and complete unto ourselves. So the bottom line is soulmates, they are a form of soul contract where you help each other heal. They're not all sexual or romantic. My mom and I are soulmate contracts. My father and I were twin flame contracts. Twin flames, you teach each other how to heal and love yourselves, because you cannot, by contract, give each other the love that you want from each other, but you give each other the love that you need. My father and I were twin flame contracts. He loved me very much. I loved him very much, but he couldn't handle a gay witch son. God rest his soul. So you sort of get the idea there. We're looking at the romantic version for these, because these are the ones that my guides have told me, my pantheons of the divine told me, that the soulmate, the romantic soulmates, are beginning to be drawn together for infusion of that kind of love into the holographic field of life on planet Earth in a time when it needs as much love as it can get, right? So the idea of this, the soulmate contract really is that no matter who you are in this reading, as you heal yourself, you are through quantum entanglement helping the other heal. So even if you haven't met, you don't know each other, if you're in separation, if you're fighting, there's no communication, all of that can happen in a soulmate contract, but it's all scripted. And so whatever it is you two have been through, like my mom and I, perfect example of a soulmate contract, I was hell on wheels to raise. I'm the youngest, right? The tarot purple-haired reader, right? The gay witch of the family. So, you know, we've helped each other heal. So these romantic sexual ones are really the ones lifetime after lifetime. We've had so many issues with codependency and abuse and neglect and loss, that these are the lifetimes where we're really healing these with our romantic soulmate partners, no matter how they manifest, but particularly I know a lot of us are really itching for that in this time, because it's time, right? Intuitively, we're feeling it's time. Where's my soulmate? Let's do this, so that you can help all heal. And this is the intention. I have it written down in front of me that my pantheons gave me. May these readings help the soulmates heal, so they may help heal the world heart by heart. So mote it be, right? So as you heal your heart, you're helping your soulmate contract partner heal their hearts, and as a result, through holographic unity, we're helping all hearts heal. And can you imagine? They showed me, they pulled me off the planet, showed me planet Earth, and it, like rapid exposure, rapid movement, like a film that's sped up. All of them coming together in these like bursts and ripples of love, really healing the planet, all minds and all hearts. So, right, this isn't just about getting your stuff touched, but that's what this contract read is for, is to help you get what you need to help you heal you, and etc. and so forth. So it's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs, because, you know, you're going to get different things for your sun and your moon and your rising and your Venus, depending on which one you are ready to hear in that moment. So do check your other signs, and of course, if you feel like jumping over to the extended, feel free to do so. There are 24 cards in this spread, 10 of which you will get here, 14 of which is in the extended. I will pop up a preview at the end, which will reveal the first card of those 14 over on Vimeo, and you'll see how all that goes. Cool? I think that's everything. Remember to breathe, stay in the present moment, feel what happens in your body, my fellow earth signs. That's really where our visceral intuition comes in. So by the end of this, you will know if this is your read or not, and whether or not you are intuitively pulled for $5 to check out the extended on Vimeo. Good, good. Focus on your breath. Let's do this. Oh, all the decks that I'm reading are in the bottom of the description box below. Give credit where credit is due. Let's serve some truth here, my Virgos. Breathe. Oh, lovely. My collective pantheons of angels, goddesses, gods, masters, and the higher selves of all involved. Using the Caroline Mace archetype deck here, I need 3 cards. One for the Divine Feminine, one for the Divine Masculine. Divine Feminine on this side, Divine Masculine on this side. Has nothing to do with bodily gender, it's energetic dynamic. Spitting out cards already. Please, my collective pantheons, I need one for the Divine Feminine, one for the Divine Masculine, and one for the overall contract. What contract? The Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying, romantic soulmate contract for October 2020 or timeless. Please, one for the Divine Feminine, face down, one for the Divine Masculine, face down, yes, I will do that, and one for the overall contract, which will be the first card turned over in the extended, but you will get to see at the end in the preview, right? So please, what is the dominant archetype for this soulmate contract, October 2020 or timeless? Okay, we'll pop you up there. Let's see who we have here. Now keep in mind, archetypes are supposed to be triggering in the sense that in these cards they have the light attribute and the shadow. The shadow is the stuff you don't want to admit, look at, or have anybody else know about, but that's what you're healing in yourself in this contract and helping each other heal, whether you are together, apart, know each other or not. Ready? Now remember, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine has nothing to do with bodily gender, gender preference, any of that. It's more about dynamic, energetic dynamic. When I'm working, I'm Divine Feminine. In the bedroom, I'm a Divine Masculine. They call me Daddy. I can't help it. I guess I look like one. What are you going to do? Part of my energy, right? So who is our soulmate couple here? Oh, I love this. We've got a Divine Feminine Rebel and a Divine Masculine Healer. Fabulous, right? The Rebel is in the action family of archetypes, I believe, and the Healer is the healing family of archetypes. So really, these are pretty cool. The shadow attribute for the Divine Feminine, the Rebel, rejects legitimate authority out of anger. Hello, happening on planet Earth big time. Rebels out of peer pressure or fashion. Which I always go back to the 80s, right? Like, new wave was definitely the suburban version of punk, right? It was all about fashion. Like, now everybody can have blue hair if they want, overtone, purple for brown. But you know, if you were a punk, the real punk came from England first, right? The London, right? London calling, right? Came over to the United States. The Ramones went over to London and brought it back, right? It was just like this migration of punk, and then of course it was watered down over time. So you can get that, you know, like I pierced my nose because everybody's doing it because I'm such an individual. Nope. Nope. The light attribute, though, challenges authority to affect social change. So if you are the divine feminine here, you are affecting social change in some way, shape, or form. Rejects spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. Hello, I'm a gay male. What do you think? I was going to stay in the patriarchal religions that said I was going to hell for love? Nope. So I can relate to this as the Virgo with the divine feminine, but I can also really relate to being the divine masculine with the healer, because I am a healer. I have the healer archetype dominant in my chart, what's called the Chronos archetype from birth onward, right? The healer archetype, and we should know the shadow healer by now intrinsically, taking advantage of those who need help. All right, failing to care for oneself, which I went through a big period of that, pouring out my cup to everybody else and being dry at the end of the day and really fucking resentful as a result of it, which is natural. The light attribute, though, passion to serve others. Virgo, underline that word serve. That's our jam. Passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit. Ability to help transform pain into healing. So there's that alchemical process inherent within the healer archetype. This feels really good, and I think I might be in this one. I wasn't in the Leo one that I'm aware of that I just did earlier today. So, yay! Let's see what's going on. I've tried very hard to keep myself out of these readings, and I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. Sometimes I don't even see it until I watch it later on YouTube. So what we're going to do is take the Daughters of the Moon to get the internal temperature, if you will, of all three of these. Keep in mind the center lane here we're saving for the Vimeo, the extended, but at least we can get it on the table face down, right? Take a nice deep breath. As I tune to my goddesses, please, my beloved goddesses of Virgo, I need 3 cards in clarity for this. Virgo, collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus sign, happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, soulmate, romantic contract. For October 2020 or timeless, please, 1 for the divine feminine. I need 1 for the divine masculine. That's him. Remember, I gotta say her and him so my brain don't explode. And please, 1 for the overall contract that I will not even look at until we turn it over in the extended reading. Please, 1 card in clarity for the contract itself. What's going on inside, yin side, the divine feminine aspect of her, him, and them. Her. The Rebel archetype, with 9 of Blades, the card of criticism. Now, the 9 of Blades in the traditional tarot, I call the traditional tarot, the Rider-Waite deck, painted by Pamela Coleman Smith, essentially one of my ancestors, archetypally speaking, such a genius. Really, read about Pixie. That was her name. Pixie is what people called her, a member of the Golden Dawn, I believe. So what do we see there? We see someone who can't sleep at night, right? Their thoughts, right? The element of air. All these arrows pointing inward. Now, I will say criticism is something that Virgos are known for, right? But that's more about our attention to detail, right? Our precision, like critical care, critical thinking, critical writing, right? Almost a near microscopic focus. The element of Virgo, mutable earth, is sand, right? So think how every teeny tiny piece of sand is unique unto itself. No 2 grains of sand are exactly alike. I don't know how there's empirical proof of that, but you know what I'm saying? But this can certainly be in the internal world, deep introspection, but with the Rebel, really maybe going inside and getting very, very clear, right? The 9, that would lead to a 10, a resolution, an understanding, a journey of the element of air, developing the mind and the belief systems. But there's a good chunk of the Virgos here that are having sleepless nights too. Obsessive thoughts, right? Not so much the 8 of Swords, 8 of Blades, like bound and blindfolded, but an inability to kind of shake this off mentally. Like even if you distract yourself, the second you stop distracting yourself, whoop, those thoughts come back in. And remember, not all thoughts are true, right? So an internal focus. There may be more inner communication than outer going on right now, but we'll check that with the next deck. Because now we're looking at the divine masculine healer, Okay, with the 10 of Flames, Mahueha, 2 of Wands, indecision. There's will, there's passion, there's fire here, but should I or shouldn't I, right? Mahueha carries fire in her hands. What's she going to do with it? Do I want to burn it down? Do I want to cook you a meal? Right? Do I have a lighter on me? Yes, I do. When I teach magic and witchcraft, people are like, well, light magic, dark magic. I'm like, enough of that. Good or evil? Pop quiz. Well, it's good. Yeah, but I can set you on fire with it. Ooh, it's bad. Yeah, but I can light a candle and pray. Oh, that's good, right? So it does feel like there's some back and forth here with this healer. Now, if this healer can really, no matter what the decision is going on inside of them, what's with the clash today? Darling, you've got to let me know. Should I stay or should I go? Like, do I want to stay? Do I want to go? Do I want to invest in this? Do I want to? But this is a soulmate contract. Whatever healing and decision they make is going to quantumly and through quantum entanglement help the other. So any healing that the healer can do for themselves here, right? Taking care of oneself or for oneself here is definitely a dominant vibe in this reading from what I am feeling here. I still like these two a lot. I mean, I know I'm a Virgo, can still relate to either one of them. So this is why we keep going. Mythic Tarot, what's going on in the outside of this contract, right? We've got the Daughters of the Moon saying what's going inside behind the castle wall, right? The world behind your eyes, the psychological world, the personal world. Here now we look at the literal world, the literal level of power. What's going on the outside, the yang? Breathe. There's a lot going on in my neighborhood right now outside these windows, a lot of activity. So please, my gods of Virgo, Dionysus in particular, who sits solo in the throne of Virgo for me, please, I need 3 cards in clarity for this Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, romantic, soulmate, contract, October 2020, or timeless. Please, I need 1 for the divine feminine, my beloved gods. 1 for the divine masculine, my beloved gods. And 1 for the overall contract, which we will look at in the extended. I won't even know what it is until then. Okay. Divine feminine rebel. Come here. With the 9 of Blades. And remember, that can be extremely intense. It's sort of like, oh, for a Virgo, this makes total sense. There's a missing piece of the puzzle, missing piece of the puzzle, missing piece of the puzzle that would be resolved in the 10, right? So there might be some obsessive thinking here. There might be some criticism in terms of what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? I'm gonna ab-fab flashback, tweezing out my emotions, right? One at a time, like splinters. That can be part of the process here for this rebel. I just wonder what it is they're rebelling against. So what's going on the outside? Ooh, the Tower, Poseidon. So their external world has been struck by lightning. Nothing is the same. It happened in an instant. It could be a revelation and enlightenment. I totally see this card as disillusionment a lot of the times because illusions are destroyed by truth, just like a shadow disappears when light is exposed, right? So perhaps there was something where this divine feminine, their world has changed in an instant and might be doing some self-recrimination as Virgos do. If this is the Virgo, if this is you, then this rebellion that you are going through might very well be a positive thing in terms of breaking away from old structures that no longer serve. I mean, it says it right here, right? Challenges authority to effect social change, rejects spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. And it looks like the inner needs part is being addressed here, but there might be a real breakdown in this person's life in terms of structures that were at one point stable and no longer are. Now, that's all of us to an extent. It's 2020, in case you didn't notice everything that's going on. Everything is going through a tower moment here on planet Earth, but not all at once, right? We're getting it in different sectors and in different people, but holographic reality, you see what I'm saying? So for this healer archetype, like I said, we've got this indecision, this back and forth. Should I take the quest or shouldn't I? Should I call or shouldn't I? What's going on the outside? Well, Page of Swords. So yeah, there is a communication gearing up here from the Divine Masculine, but might very well be in a deep healing process, hence not sure if it's time yet. So this might not be a question of wanting to communicate, but bringing themselves into a more stable place, right? The Two of Flames, the Two of Wands, the next card would be the Three, which is about loyalty and waiting, but perhaps even planning. And you could even say, this is the planning of it. Well, do I want to do this? All right, like if you're going to go food shopping, right? You make your list. Well, do I want to make this? Do I want to make that? Like I make bolognese every other week because I love it, right? I'm really good at it. Potion witch. So, you know, am I going to make that, or am I going to make sausage and peppers? Am I going to make chicken cutlet parmesan? I pretty much cook Italian. That's what I do. So you get the vibe on that. So these two may not be in communication. I don't know that they know each other. We'll see what else comes here, but certainly from the external cards, the Yang cards here, there is definitely a message that could be coming in from this Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine, but it's a page. It's going to be very simple, like, hi, like a text, hi, can we talk? Right? It's not going to be the whole gigantic conversation that perhaps needs to happen to these two. If they know each other, and if they don't, then a communication is going to come from the Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine. And I have to say, this is a trend that I have seen, not just in the readings that I do, but across YouTube, where part of the challenge of the Divine Masculine is to act upon the truth of their heart, right? To go deep into the Divine Feminine aspect of themselves, the Sacred Heart, the goddess, if you will, and from that love, communicate. But I see this over and over and over where it's an immature communication, right? Immature doesn't mean childish. It means like a seed, like an acorn is an immature oak tree. Give it time to grow, right? But still an indecision about that. All right, we are clipping along here. Let's have a look-see-dooksy at the voices of the higher selves. The higher self of the Divine Feminine, the higher self of the Divine Masculine, and one for the higher selves of both of them, giving some information, inspiration, or insight. Take a nice deep breath. What is someone power washing their house? I'm gonna have to close that window. If that gets much louder, I will pause and go shut the window because it's beautiful here. It's 70 degrees in Long Island today. Breathe. Okay, I hear you. Please. The higher selves of all involved. For this Divine Feminine and this Divine Masculine, possibly my own higher self included, fifth dimensional and above, please. I need 3 cards. In clarity, Whispers of Love. For this Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying, soulmate contract, October 2020, or timeless, please. 1 for the Divine Feminine Rebel. 1 for the Divine Masculine Healer. That one. And a 1 for the overall contract that we will look at in the extended on VIMEO. Yes, which work. We've got the Divine Feminine Rebel on here. We don't have to do these in the regular order. Dealing with the Tower on the inside and criticism, 9 of Blades on the inside. What is the whisper of love from her higher self? The heart of the matter. There is more going on than meets the eye. Recognize what this is about, and what could be more heart of the matter than that, all those 9 arrows pointing towards the center to the heart. Wow. Because, you know, it's time to get down to the heart of the matter, because your will gets weak and your thoughts, they may scatter, but I think it's about forgiveness. Forgiveness, even if you two don't love each other anymore, but you're soulmates, so you do. Little Don Henley moment there. I'm calling that the Don Henley card from now. It's such a great song. It used to bring tears to my eyes. Really, nowadays, anything can. Yeah, empathy for fun and profit. Great fun. For the Divine Masculine, again, we have the healer archetype, the outside immature conversation that probably hasn't made yet because we got that Two of Flames, indecision-y feeling on the inside. What's the message from his higher self? fucking kidding me? Turn on your hot light, let it shine wherever you go. I mean, look, if my career doesn't go where I hope it's gonna go, I can always be a Neil Diamond impersonator. Ouch. Turn on your heart light. Allow yourself in this moment to reflect on a time when you experienced love, right? Reignite that heart light, turn it on. This says that these two may know each other and have a history together, but something went wrong, right? With that Tower card for her and this, maybe I should reach out and say I'm sorry, or maybe I should just say, hey, I hope you're okay in this time of chaos, right? A simple thing. This could even be, here, I found this thing that you gave me and I want to give it back to you because really it's yours, right? And there's all sorts of ways that can manifest with that Page of Sword, but to get to the heart of the matter, if the healer can really heal themselves here, then they will help the other heal. This is lovely. 3 more cards left, my darlings. We are looking here now at the Healing with the Angels Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue, said the Virgo crossing his legs. What is the angel that is assigned to this divine feminine, to this divine masculine, and to this contract in general that y'all can call upon, right? Let's do this. Breathe. I know. Hello. Welcome. Thank you, my angels and my archangels, please. I need 3 cards in clarity for the Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying soulmate contract. October 2020 or timeless. Who are the angels assigned to this contract? Who is the angel assigned to the divine feminine is there, to the divine masculine is here, and one for the overall contract, the Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, romantic, satisfying soulmate contract, October 2020 or timeless, which we will look at this one in the extended, just getting it out of the way. All right, remember, divine feminine rebel, criticism on the inside, Tower on the outside. It really feels like something came out of the blue. Like this divine feminine might have gotten an insight, a download, an inspiration that just shattered everything that had happened previous, right? So that it can be rebuilt upon. Tower cards are necessary in life, right? When something no longer serves, out it goes. Everything is here to help you, right? Thank you, Matt Kahn, right? And by the way, his healing mantra deck will end the extended. But really getting to the heart of the matter, I feel like this divine feminine rebel might very well be rebelling in the sense of, oh yeah, watch me heal. Which is totally what I fucking do, particularly if there's a breakup. And I've been saying it for years now. It's like, no one rises from ashes like a Virgo, or at least Angelo. Lion's Mel for short. Archangel of Lions, the Archangel of Lions with the healing angel of trust. What would the healing angel of trust do? Help you get your trust back. There was some shenanigans going on between these two, or maybe just this divine rebel doesn't trust anybody right now, and for good reason. If there's any empathic thing going on, look at the level of lies, illusions, deceptions, and delusions going on planet Earth right now, let alone in interpersonal relationships, right? Has been burned, has been lied to, has to regain her trust, not just in this divine masculine, but in love itself, in the path, in the healing, in spirit, all of that stuff. So, hence getting to the heart of the matter. Whatever went on between these two, if they know each other, something traumatic might have gone down. Particularly with that card of the Tower. Now, how can we say that trauma is a good thing? Well, we find great strength in surviving our traumas, right? So it'll be interesting to see with the Oracle cards. Like I said, you're getting 14 other cards once we're done with these 10, and 3 of those will be Kuan Yin Oracle, 3 of those will be the Archangel Michael, Blue Angel Oracle, and 3 of those will be healing mantras. So let's see, before I flip this over, we've got the Divine Masculine Healer, and I love this vibe. I love this, whoever this is. Internal indecision about making an initial communication. Immature, again, when I say immature, I could say initial, but that's not even enough. It's like, it's the begin, it's like itty bitty teen, hi, yo, sup, ASL? Sorry, I just flashed back to chat rooms in AOL. Getting to the heart of the matter here, what's the angel? Come on, the angel of healing for the healer. Whether this person identifies themselves as a healer or not, I don't think matters. I think that this is somebody who has maybe helped each other heal, helped other people heal throughout their lives, but never necessarily considered themselves a healer, like professionally or personally. Because the healer, heal thyself. Turn on your heart light, right? Turn on your heart light. It's so funny. They both have heart of the matter, right? Heart of the matter and turn on your heart light. I mean, there's no way this person who wrote this deck, Alana Fairchild, is that her name, I think? There's no way she wasn't thinking Neil Diamond and E.T. on that one. Come on, come on. But he's in that process of healing. Call in the healing angel. And remember, if you are the divine feminine, call upon the healing angel for the divine masculine, right? If you're the divine masculine, you can call upon the angel of trust for this divine feminine. Not to make them trust you, but so that they can rebuild their trust, right? It's obviously been devastated. There it is with that Tower card. So we've got all of our cards on the table here that we need for this portion of it. So let me pop up the picture and I'll see what else they show me. Take a nice deep breath. Oh, beloved, magic, clap. Again. We have the divine feminine, the shadow attribute of the rebel, rejects legitimate authority out of anger, rebels out of peer pressure or fashion, and that can be very much this divine feminine walking away from a toxic situation. Hence that very, very fast tower strike there. But the light attribute challenges authority to effect social change, rejects spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs, and maybe even rejects relationships that do not serve inner needs, which is kind of sort of how things are meant to be, right? But yet everything serves. Even the most toxic of substances can be turned into medicine, right? Like snake venom into anti-venom. And with that Nine of Blades on the inner, a lot of internal focus here, a lot of self-examination, and this is what leads me to think this could be the Virgo, right? That internal, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? You've done nothing wrong. In order to be who you were born to become in this life, things couldn't have happened any other way. Now that is part of a mantra. We'll see if that mantra card shows up in the extended, but as the result of a very fast change. Now, I don't know that this fast change is happening now. This might be something that has already happened and they're still sort of putting together the pieces, right? Rebuilding the new foundation here, but like brick by brick. It's just going to take some time, but with that Nine of Blades criticism, I have a feeling that if shit went down between these two, it was because of the divine masculine's inner stuff they're dealing with and the divine feminine's inner stuff, that this couldn't have happened any other way. Just needed to go that way. And whatever toxicity was involved here has been struck by lightning. These two will most likely come together again. That's the idea of the soulmate contract, of these soulmates being activated to infuse more love into the vibrational paradigm. And that's why the heart of the matter right here. There's more going on than meets the eye. Recognize what this is all about. And I feel like that recognition from that Nine of Blades would come intuitively as the Ten of Blades. That aha moment of, oh, I get it now. Oh, that makes sense now. Oh, right? The pieces come together, getting to the heart of the matter. That the angel of trust will help them trust what they receive on the inner in that way, as well as trust the process. Sometimes we lose our faith along the path because traumatic things happen, painful things happen. And if we've been doing that sort of new age pink paint airy, fairy, fluffy bunny stuff, that no, only good things are meant to happen. Well, that's true, but just because we don't see them as good doesn't mean that they're not here to help us, that everything is here to help us. Thank you, Matt Kahn, for your second book, because that's what that one's called. Jumping over to this divine masculine, he has the healer archetype, the shadow attribute, taking advantage of those who need help, failing to care for oneself, which is just such part of being a healer. So look, we all go through that phase, particularly if this is the Virgo, right? We tend to leave ourselves out of that loop. But the light attribute, passion, to serve others. And again, there's that Virgo word, serve. This could be two Virgos. Passion to serve others in repairing the body, mind, and spirit, ability to help transform pain into healing. And I just got to say, with the angel of healing assigned to this divine masculine, a lot of this is about divine healing. Because in the Two of Flames, we have indecision here, Mahueha, Polynesian volcano goddess, juggling fire, right? Do I want to do this or don't I? Should I communicate or shouldn't I? And that's part of that Page of Swords on the outer there as well. Should I reach out? Should I text? Should I message? Well, I wouldn't recommend just dropping by if the divine feminine is cleaning up the tower here, but certainly an immature, a basic, a hello, I'm sorry, it's okay if you never want to talk to me again, but here I am. Melchior, you go outside that door, you are in big trouble. The wind is blowing and opening doors here. I used to think there were spirits in this place until I realized I need a new screen door. Looking here then at these last two, right? Turn on your heart light. This divine masculine needs to heal their heart, igniting that love within them. Allow yourself in this moment to reflect on a time when you experienced love. And this is really, I feel this, look, if this is more than 75%, this is more like 85% of people watching this. You two have danced together before, something shitty went down. This divine masculine needs to heal his heart, right? With the healing angel on top of that, by turning on his heart light, allowing himself in this moment to reflect on a time when he experienced love with this divine feminine. And if the two of you haven't met or don't know each other, then certainly the information stands that the divine feminine still needs to get to the heart of the matter to rediscover or reestablish her trust, maybe in the divine, in love, in the journey of the soul, and for this divine masculine to really heal their heart by allowing themselves to reflect on a time when he experienced love in any way, shape, or form. Either way, the service that is being done here for this Virgo contract is already underway, whether they know each other, whether they are talking to each other, none of that matters. This is all part of the divine plan. And I can really sense, though they may not be together right now, it won't take that much longer for them to come together, at least in a beginning conversation. And whether that conversation, sorry, my kitty cat's ready to jump out that door. So Melchior, I swear to God, if you go out that door, he does. He runs outside and then he comes right back in. He's like, well, I'm outside. He freaks out, my little Taurus boy. So definitely, this is a very, very, very interesting Virgo contract. I can see myself sort of on both sides of this one, and that's why the extended is helpful if you find yourself in that position. Remember, the preview will have that, you'll get the 11th card, essentially. Otherwise, if this is where we part ways, may the Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs be blessed with all that they need to heal, to grow, to learn, to become the best that they can be, and fulfill their roles in their own divine plan, in this soulmate contract, and that they may help heal this world heart by heart through the quantum entanglement of unity consciousness, for their well-being, for the well-being of their soulmate partner, and for the well-being of all. So motivate. And so it is. Yes, romance can heal the world, right? True love conquers all. Let's see if there's true love going on here. We would certainly see that in the center lane, right? So thank you for watching, my darling Virgos, Virgo power. Please do like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and comment should you feel so called. Help me get to 30 grand so I can do all my stuff in one platform instead of two, although you never know what's scripted for me in my career as a Virgo. Otherwise, Thank you so very much for watching. Wishing you the very best and the very blessed of all of this, my darlings. Previews coming up next. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be. Hey there, my Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Thank you for making the jump over to Vimeo for the extended, or if you're watching the preview, I appreciate you hanging out for that too. We have a really, really cool soul contract here. It has its issues. What relationship doesn't, right? Every relationship has its problems. I just hope someday I can quote the entire script of Practical Magic in a conversation, but we'll see how that goes, because what wouldn't I do for the right guy? I'm the Jillian. I wanted to be the Sally, and ends up I'm the Jillian. Oh well, so be it. Like you said, we've got this divine feminine rebel, this divine masculine healer, right? Going through what they're going through individually. I don't feel like these two are in communication. I do feel like some shit went down between the two of them. So let's see, what is the dominant archetype, the lead being alchemized to gold in this Virgo soulmate romantic contract? Oh, fuck balls. The gambler. This is a risk. This contract is a risk, and it's a risk for both of them. The shadow attribute, relying on luck rather than hard work. Now, I can't imagine a Virgo not putting in the work, but maybe, right? Maybe divine masculine, divine feminine. Maybe they're both Virgos. One of them definitely is Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. But somebody, like, this relationship needs work. A lot has gone on. Luck alone is not going to do it, right? No one heals by luck. The body will heal itself. The mind, the heart, your participation is necessary. They just dropped into my head. A quote from A Course in Miracles. And I'll make it pagan for you. Thank you very much. The gods cannot heal what you will not acknowledge. There is work involved here. But the light attribute, willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you. I have a feeling we might have a little bit of a Romeo-Juliet thing here. Beware of apothecaries. Their friend, like, there might have been something going on here with these two, that their friends and families separately had to watch each of them go through it. And so now if they were to come back together, they would have to be willing to act upon their intuition regardless of what other people say, even when other people doubt them. This just hit home. Okay, so we're going to keep going, and if this is where we part ways, if you are watching the preview, so be it. But now we're going to look at the internal yin and the external yang of this Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign soulmate contract. You're going to want to check the extended for this. Well, on the inner...